Good, but it's an alley-oop over to Benezra. What a feed to Anthony, gets it to go.
At the free throw line, splat.
Oh!
Hello and welcome into the Max Stern Athletic Center for today's matchup between the Maimonides Cats and the MTA Lions. I'm Charlie Benton, alongside me, Asher Dower, the man with the flow. Asher, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you? Looking forward to a great day of Sunday basketball here at the Max Stern Athletic Center.
Absolutely. So let's get right into it. So last night, MTA played Hebrew Academy in Montreal. What happened in that game?
Great game for them. Late night, they came out firing on all cylinders, hounded the offensive glass. The offensive rebounds and the offensive efficiency were key for them in that one. Look for them to get going early on the offensive end today.
And for Maimonides, they beat Sky High last night. What went down?
Very lopsided victory yesterday for the MCats. They were also had a very good game, especially on offense. Won by a very blowout margin. Look for them additionally to continue to push the pace on offense. Had a lot of great transition points yesterday. Look for them to pound the ball down low. Additionally to their big guys, especially Weinstock, who had a great game yesterday, and they should look to continue that today.
All right, both teams played late last night, and now we're playing early this morning. What effect does that have on players usually?
We'll see. When I used to play in high school, I used to go to bed early before every single game. A late night before an early morning game could always have an effect. We'll see who it gets the best of today.
All right, there you have it. We got tip-off, we got basketball coming up next. You're not going to want to miss it. Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center for today's matchup between the Maimonides MCats and the MTA Lions. This is a Tier 3 semifinal game, a very big matchup. And the starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. We're going to start with the MTA Lions. 5 starters are as follows. Number 1, Avraham Schwartz. Number 2, Daniel Wolk. Number 3, Gabriel Rudman. Number 13, Gabriel Rudman. Number 21, Daniel Book. And number 33, Ezra Halpert. And then for Maimonides, number 3, Renan Gwartz. Number 11, Eitan Bessler. Number 25, Oren Spira. Number 12, Nathan Weinstock. And number 44, Josh Sachs. We spoke about Weinstock at the outset. He's going to look to have a big game today.
Absolutely, Charlie. Younger brother of Aaron Weinstock, who was a big force down low in the last Sarachek tournament in 2019. That MCats team had a very surprising run in that tournament, going all the way to the semifinals, almost taking down Magen David in that one. Unfortunately for them, they came up short. Speaking to the MCats coach before this game, he said that this year is more of a rebuilding year for them. A lot more younger players than they had back in 2019. but he still believes that there's a great future for this team. They can get back to where they were in 2019 and look for them to be a major force in the years to come.
All right, so there you have it. The players are ready, the refs are ready, we're ready. Let's do it here on a Sunday afternoon in the Max Stern Athletic Center as MTA is going to take control of the tip-off. Alpert at the top of the key. Wolk. Alpert pulls a deep three. That's no good. Wolk on the rebound. Can't get it to fall. And Maimonides is going to take possession. Nice steal there by Eitan Bessler. It's going to be a foul called. That was Weinstock with the ball in the middle there. They're going to try to work it into him throughout the game. And he's going to inbound it now for the MCats. Bessler takes two, gives it inside. A little reverse scoop layup is no good by Sachs. Here comes Schwartz for the MTA Lions. An issue with the shot clock, I believe.
And although the score is still 0-0, neither team able to get a bucket, I like the aggressiveness by both teams. On the MTA side, Donnie Book crashing the offensive rebounds, not able to get the putback to fall. Additionally, for the MCats, getting the ball inside. I'd like to see the aggressiveness for both teams continue as the game progresses.
Rudman for MTA. Schwartz takes it right, gives it up to Wolf. Thrown away by Rudman, and here comes number 25 with the finish with the right. That's Oren Spira. Finishes with the right from the left side.
Very nice steal and bucket right there from Spira. The younger guy shows he can get it done defensively and finish on the offensive end.
Couple dribble handoffs here for MTA. Rudman drives, gets it poked away. And Maimo's looking to take it back the other way on the break. 1-2 and up. That's good. Eitan Bessler.
Nice job running the break right there from Bessler. I like the defensive intensity that we're seeing right now from Maimo, really pressuring MTA, not letting them get into their comfort zone and forcing some early turnovers, and almost a third one right there. Unfortunately for Weinstock, picks up the foul. We'll see if they can continue this defensive intensity.
Maimo adds to a quick 4-0 lead. All points so far on transition. Alpert throws it away as Wolk and him are not on the same page, and then takes a foul. MTA a little out of sorts early on in this one.
Look for them to clean it up offensively as this game progresses. This is not something we saw from them in their first round matchup, nor did we see it from them last night. Normally a lot more calm and collected with the ball offensively, so look for them to clean that up as the game comes along.
Weinstock trying to collect down low, throws it away, and Wolk's going to take it down. He is versatile, goes up with the left and finishes off glass.
Very nice take right there from Wolk. The big man shows he's got a little handles in the bag. And let's see if he can continue that as the game comes along.
Bessler throws it away, and here come the Lions on the break. A little Euro, he'll get fouled. Go to the line for a couple. Avram Schwartz with the steal, and he'll get 2 free throws.
A.B. Schwartz right there with a great takeaway and press. A nice fast break down the other end. He's one of MTA's best players, has not been their leading scorer in the past couple games, but look for him to get hot as the MTA team has a lot of different threats on the offensive end as Yosef Shmuel now checks into the game for MTA. He had a great game against Valley Torah, leading them to a very close, unfortunate defeat. A very unexpected game, that Thursday night game against Valley Torres. Valley Torres was the heavy favorites. MTA really hung with them all the way until late in the fourth quarter. So let's see what MTA can do in this one.
Turnaround jumper, short, rebounded by Schwartz. Wolk kicks out. Quick pull-up jumper off the bench, trying to get on the board, can't get it to fall. And the other way, come Maimo. That's a three, that's a deep three also, no good. A lot of these players struggling to conceive which three-point line is the actual three-point line for this game. Most outer three-point line is the college three-point line. They could step inside that three. That's why a lot of these threes are being left short. It's further than these kids are used to playing at. Schwartz is going to reset for MTA. Quick cross. Shear to Rudman. Wolk, turnaround Jimmy. Off back rim, no good. Bessler with the board. And he'll give it to Spiro. Goes up with it. Good, strong defense by Wolk. Bessler cannot handle the big man inside, and MTA is going to bring it back the other way. Wolk now did it on the defensive end. Twisting, turning, goes up with the layup, no good. Rebound by Josh Sachs. And Maimo looking to push. The Warts, 2 steps. Ball spot 4 on the ground. Sachs finishes.
Very nice rebound and putback right there from Sachs. He's one of the best players on this team, actually the captain for these MCATs. And look for the senior to continue to lead them, pounding the offensive glass, something they've continued to do all tournament long.
Rudman, a deep three, nothing but net.
And that one, he shot behind the college line, did not seem to be an issue for him there. As he drained that one, was able to deposit it from deep.
That's a nice play. Bessler finishes with the left.
And that's a great way to break the pressure at the top of the key. Get the ball to the high post, good things will happen. You saw Dessler with a nice weak side cut to the basket. The big man was able to find him for the nice lefty layup.
Wolk. A little out of control. And Maimo's going to look to push, but Gwartz traveled with the ball. So Shear cutting well without the ball. Throws up a tough layup, can't get it to go. But MTA gets the ball right back after a quick travel.
And the pressure has seemed to get to both teams a little bit early on. Some sloppy turnovers, a little bit of a sloppy game so far. 8-7, Maimo with the lead. We'll see what MTA can do now on offense.
May have shuffled his feet, gets away with it. Schwartz, Rudman. Shear. Good look inside, little behind. Look at this movement by MTA and polished off by Daniel Book.
Very nice ball movement right there. Almost thought it was a little bit of overpassing as Yosef Shmuel had a nice look at the basket right there. Had a nice pass down low and the other big man able to finish.
Sachs can't get it to go. Rebound by Book. MTA looking to push. Drive there by Schwartz. He gets fouled. It'll be a block. 9-8 MTA, minute 50 to go here in the first quarter.
And for MTA, look for them to continue getting the ball to A.B. Schwartz. He's the heart of their offense, even though he has not scored the most points for them in the first 2 games of this tournament. The entire offense runs through him. You saw in that last play, he was the one who was able to get it into the lane, dumped it off to Yosef Shmuel, which then led to the basket. Look for him to keep controlling the ball as he dumps it down low to Yosef Shmuel once again.
Outside to Rudman. He'll shoot again. That's 2 threes for Rudman. He can heat up quick. That's a quick travel by Shabtai Kaplan, who came on off the bench for Maimo. Momentum shifting in MTA's favor here late in the first quarter. Schwartz. He's going to drive baseline. Rudman, he can't leave him open, but he's going to leave this one a little short. Yosef Shmuel underneath, no good. Rebound's going to be fought for. Maimo's going to grab it. It's Gawartz. Slows it down for the MCats. Avi Schwartz, number 2, checked into the game. Drury inside, no good. Shmuel grabs it.
And Rudman on that last possession for MTA almost brought the house down. Would have been 3 triples in a row for him. Unfortunately, not able to get the ball. And a very nice no-look dish right there from A.B. Schwartz, the big man. Yosef Shmuel able to put it home to put them up 6.
That's crafty off the dribble. Schwartz looking to answer with a nice pass of his own inside to Josh Sachs, who finishes with the left.
Very nice response right there from the MCats. Josh Sachs shows the poise that he has as one of the oldest members of the squad, the captain, the veteran, trying to keep the MCats cool and collected, although they're down 6, although MTA has a lot of momentum, trying to keep them in the game early on.
Shot clock turned off. Coach Sullivan for MTA calling for 1 shot. Schwartz. Stumbles. Schwartz gonna have to put it up, but he stepped out of bounds. That shot's not gonna count. They're just gonna call that the end of the quarter, I believe. Interesting end to the first quarter. NCSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world. With over 20 plus programs spanning the US, Israel, and Europe, NCSY Summer has a program for you. Visit summer.ncsy.org to learn more and choose your summer experience today. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter action coming up next. Hello and welcome back into the Maxton Athletic Center. MTA currently leading Maimo by a score of 14-10. And do not go anywhere at halftime because we will have an amazing Step It Up Basketball Camp halftime show after the end of this second quarter. But 8 minutes on the clock. MTA came out a little slow, picked it up towards the end of the first quarter.
I really liked the defensive intensity by MTA. They're doing very well on offense, but defensively forcing a lot of turnovers by the MCats. Look for them on offense to get the ball down low to Weinstock, work the ball through him a little more. Had a great game yesterday, haven't seen much of him today.
Cross-court pass deflected by Wolf.
And Donnie Wolk jumped in that lane like he was shot out of a cannon. I think he may have thrown it down on the other end if he was able to get a hold of that.
Schwartz at the top of the key. Avi Schwartz. And Schmo with the steal. As Weinstock was looking inside, couldn't get it there. We have a shot clock issue once again here.
The MCats right there on that possession, getting the ball to Weinstock at the high post. They've been looking for that high-low action all game long. Unfortunately, not able to connect with the big man down low was Weinstock with that pass. Look for Weinstock to try and look for his shot a little bit more at the high post as the game progresses. We know he has a very nice mid-range game. No need to force the ball down low if they're not going to respect your jumper at the high post. Look for him to get his shot going as the game comes along.
Shear to Wolf. Yep, he didn't get away with that travel. A little indecisive there was Wolf. And it's going back Maimo's way. Kaplan. Schwartz has it. Here comes Gawartz. Little mid-range J, no good. Rebounded by Book. And Rudman looking to push. Ooh, tough pass there. Still unable to handle it. The MCats are making a couple subs here as Gawartz is going to check out. And Spear is going to check back in. And Bessler as well is going to check back into the game.
Although the MCAT's not able to get the last shot to fall, I like what they did right there with Gewurz taking it into the middle, stretching out this defense, got an open look from the baseline, just wasn't able to get it to fall as they now miss a three, and MTA comes in the break.
Wolk's an impressive player. Runs the break, gives it inside to Shmuel, finishes.
Wolk showing a little bit of that versatility early on in this game. Showing he's got the handles, able to pass the ball as well. Something that many people in the crowd may not have expected coming into this game.
Bessler cross court to Kaplan. Ball get deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the MCATs. As Weinstock takes a seat and Zilber gets involved in today's matchup. So many games going on simultaneously. Tough to differentiate between night and day here at Sarachek.
Absolutely. There's no such thing as night and day. It's just one constant time as we go through. And a very nice take right there from Drury. I like what he did there, getting to the basket, not settling for outside shots against this MTA 2-3 zone. Look for them to continue that.
Rudman inside. Can't get the layup to fall, but it'll stay with MTA. Shmuel found Rudman on the cut, just unable to finish.
Very nice cut right there from Rudman. Already has 2 triples early on in this game. He will take a shot, no matter how much he misses. He's been hot early. Some people call him the microwave, as he's able to heat up very quickly. Look for him to continue getting open looks and firing.
Book. Shmuel. Wolf takes it left, rises, but can't get it to finish. Book on the follow, and an additional chance at the free throw line.
And going into this game, I thought the MCATs were going to be the major force down low, securing defensive and offensive rebounds, but really it's been the total opposite, with MTA pounding the offensive glass, as now the MCATs have Weinstock checking back into the game, trying to get a little bit more height down low. I like what I've seen from MTA early on.
We'd like to thank Dougie's for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best barbecue and grill in Teaneck, make your way to Dougie's. Go to Dougie'sBBQ.com to order. The link is in the description of this video. Book can't connect on the free throw, so it'll only count for 2. And it's Spear with the ball. Ooh, athletic steal by Schwartz. And he'll slow it up for the Lions. Rudman. Schwartz thought about it, gives it inside to Wolf. 2 steps up with the left and finishes.
Very nice take right there from Wolf. Great steal on the other end by A.B. Schwartz, showing he's got a little Jalen Ramsey cornerback in him, jumping up into the passing lane, securing that, and a timeout right now from the MCATs. Everything is working right now for MTA on the offensive and defensive end.
Yeah, you see on the replay there, the steal and the finish. We're going to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Both teams finishing their huddles. 4:55, remaining here in the second quarter. MTA up 8. Athletic steal on last possession by Abram Schwartz. Wolk finishing inside. Wolk so dynamic on both sides of the basketball, but his offensive prowess has really been full display today.
Absolutely, he's shown he can do it all on the offensive end, dribbling, passing, and scoring. The leading scorer right now for MTA. Look for him to continue that as this game comes along.
That's a long 2. Weinstock connects.
Something that I mentioned earlier, look for him to look for a shot as this game comes along. He was looking for a little bit of high-low action earlier on. No need to force the ball. He's a good shooter himself, so look for him to continue shooting.
It's Rudman on the wing. He's going to pull up mid-range. A little strong. Now let's see Weinstock run the break. 1, 2, and up. Absorbs the contact, but he'll go to the line for a couple.
Weinstock, a major force for these Maimo MCATs. I like the aggressiveness I'm seeing for him now. Picking it up, getting to the line. Let's see if he can knock these down for 2. Try and shorten the lead to just 4.
First shot, no good. Come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming the games in the store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. And this game's a good one. Second shot. Doesn't go. Missed opportunity there at the line by Weinstock. Wolk looking to respond. Rudman, a 3. Rims out. But every time that kid releases the ball, you think it's going in.
Absolutely. All the parents here in attendance on their feet when the ball's in the air, thinking it's going in. This place is ready to erupt if he knocks another one down.
Wolk, we've seen him run the break before. Goes left, pulls up, uses the glass, can't get it to fall. And Maimo's going to take it back the other way with Warts. 1, 2, falls, looking to get pushed from behind. Everyone sort of turned off. And the ref calls it 3 seconds. Mr. Wolk, father of Daniel Wolk, on the sideline, pointed that one out to the referee, who got the message and called it. Assist to Mr. Wolk on that one. Halper back into the game for the Lions. It's Rudman. Shmuel. Corner Halper. Rudman jabs, drives, contact, no call, rebound's gonna be Maimo's. And here comes Gawartz. He slows it down. Inside, crafty finish by Josh Sachs.
Very nice take right there from Josh Sachs, narrowing the lead to just 4. Look for them to continue getting the ball down low as they did right there.
Schwartz. He's gonna pull a deep 3, that's high arching. Ooh, nothing but net.
A.B. Schwartz with a very, very high arching shot. Knocked down a couple against Valley Toro on Thursday night. He can knock a shot down if they don't respect it. And a nice move right there from Sachs, responding with a 2 of his own. It's something we've seen constantly from the vet early on in this game. As MTA starts to break away, Sachs says, no, 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 comes right back with a nice bucket of his own.
It's Rudman. Schwartz, he just got the 3, and now he finds Shmuel inside for the leg.
I mentioned it early on, I'll mention it again. A.B. Schwartz is the heart and soul of his offense. The entire offense runs through him, whether he's scoring or not. We saw a lot more passing from him early on. And there we go with Sachs, again responding to the bucket of MTA, showing what you can do on the other end, I can do better.
Sachs will get it. 2 free throws now. Foul is on Shmuel. Again, coming up at halftime, we have the Step It Up Basketball Camp halftime show, which you're not going to want to miss. So stay tuned for that. Book checks back into the game for the Lions. Grabs the rebound off the missed free throw. 6-point game here. Minute 45 to go in the second quarter. It's Rudman. Schwartz thought about it. Now gives it to Halpert. Rudman at the free throw line, pulls up and gets it to fall.
And he is not shying away from his shot early on. That one, the most highly contested of all of his early looks. today, able to knock it down to increase the lead to 8.
No good. Sachs a little strong with the left. Halpert looking to bring it the other way to Rodman. Hezzy, spin, scoop. No good. Would have been a nice finish. Instead, it's Gawartz the other way for Maimo. He's going to throw it up with the left and gets it to fall.
Very nice take from Gawartz. Haven't seen much of him early on. Look for him to continue looking for a shot. Something that I want to see more from the MCATs as this game progresses is crashing the offensive glass against this MTA 2-3 zone. The 2-3 makes it easier to rotate onto defenders, but it leaves you a little bit vulnerable to the offensive rebounds. The MCATs just haven't been looking inside to go for those offensive rebounds. As A.B. Swartz gets called to the travel, we'll see if the MCATs hold for one. Probably the best choice to deal with the 1 second differentiation between the shot clock and game clock here. It seems as if that's what they'll do.
Questionable call there on the travel. You guys saw it on the replay. Nonetheless, Maimo's ball with 16 on the clock. Aggressive defense there by Shear. Gawartz, Weinstock. Weinstock with 8. Drives baseline. Has a man. That's a 3. No good, but there's still 3 seconds on the clock. Rodman's going to have a chance from half court. That's not going to reach. So we've got halftime. MTA leading 27-21. And we have our sideline reporter, Big Mo, Moshe Wolf, standing by with Coach Sullivan of the MTA Lions. Mo?
Coach, tell us, obviously, in terms of how you prepared for this game. The Maimo MCATs last night came out, had a big win, so they're an out-of-town team. It's obviously a little more difficult to see what they got coming. So how do you guys prepare for today's game?
Basically, we want to make sure we have our transitional defense, don't let them go into fast breaks. For the most part, we've done that. They've got a couple, so we have to, again, rebound better. But if we get the rebound, they can't fast break. So that's our key. Make sure we get back on defense, stop the ball on top before they can set up.
All right, sounds great. Good luck in the second half. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Big Mo. We'll be back here with the basketball, the Step It Up Basketball Camp halftime show. Do not go anywhere.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines.
The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. This is the Step It Up Basketball Camp halftime show, and we've got big news. We are excited to announce that Camp Step It Up is moving to Hobart College in Geneva, New York for summer 2020. Camp will start on June 22nd and end on August 3rd. Hobart is located just 4.5 hours north of New York City, and busing will be offered to camp from New York City and Teaneck every week. Camp is open to all boys and girls grades 3 to 12, with 1 to 6 week options available. Gorgeous campus facilities include air-conditioned rooms, indoor basketball courts, a weight room, a lakefront and a beachfront on and near campus, lounges, and more. For more information, email office@campstepitup.com or visit timetostepitup.com. MTA is going to start the second half up 6, leading Maimonides by a score of 27-21. I'm Charlie Bentham, alongside me, Asher Dower. Asher, what did you see that first half there from the Lions?
You pointed out before the game, both of these teams had a late night matchups. Now, a morning game. You asked who was going to get the best of. I think it's gotten the best of the MCATs early on. MTA seems to be unfazed, coming out, firing on all cylinders, very aggressive on both ends of the floor. The MCATs started to pick it up towards the end of that half, but I mentioned it before the game, one of the keys for them is going to be getting it to their bigs in Weinstock and Sachs. Have worked through Sachs somewhat, but really have not pushed it to them as much as I had hoped for before this game. Additionally, the offensive rebounds I thought were going to be key for the MCATs early on with their 2 bigs. However, the switch was flipped with MTA really pounding the glass on both ends of the floor. So look for the MCATs to pick up the aggressiveness. Maybe their coach woke them up during the halftime, and we'll see if they're able to get a little bit more going on the rebounds in the second half.
Now, Maimo did play the later of the 2 games last night, finishing their game close to 12:30, and then it's an hour-and-a-half bus ride back to the hotel where each team is staying at. So just something to keep in mind as the game progresses. And now MTA, they won Tier 3 in 2018, won Tier 2 in 2019, so they're looking to make it 3 straight Sarachek championships. Obviously, the goal is to one day win that Tier 1 championship. But these games matter. These kids are playing hard. What would you like to see improved on here in the second half for the Lions?
For the Lions, they played a very good first half. Something that I'd like to see a little bit more of is getting the ball to Gabriel Rudman. His shots were falling in the first half, sinking 2 threes, and then taking a contested long range 2, able to knock it down. Additionally, working through A.B. Schwartz, leads to good things for these MTA Lions. When they shied away from that, started running the ball through some other players, it led to some unforced errors. So look for them to work the ball through A.B. Schwartz on the offensive end. Hopefully that'll lead to some good shots. And additionally, they should keep pounding the ball down low to Wolf. He was great in the first couple minutes of the game. Haven't really gotten the ball to him very frequently since that point, but he hasn't really cooled off. They just haven't really gotten him the ball. So look for them to continue looking for Wolf down low.
Both teams in their pre-half huddles now, getting their final shots up. Game started off a little sloppy. Play has improved as time has gone on. Second half looks to be an exciting one. You're not going to want to miss this. We're going to quickly send it down to sideline reporter Big Mo, standing by with the coach of MIMO.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Coach Gelb of the MIMO MCAT. So, Coach, just a quick question. What adjustments are you guys going to be making for the second half to try and come back to this game?
Well, I think it's just a bunch of little things. We got to rebound a little bit better. We got to take care of the basketball a little bit better. We got to help inside and help the helper a little bit more on defense. If we do a few things a little bit better, we're right in the game.
All right, perfect. Good luck in the second half. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Moshe. Both coaches in their halftime interviews preaching rebound and rebounding. It's a battle of the bigs, as you were mentioning before. So here we go, 8 minutes on the clock for the third quarter. And it's Halpert. Schwartz. Nice hands there defensively for MIMO.
And already just 14 seconds into the period, we see the MCATs coming out with a little bit more defensive intensity. Sachs able to get in the lane right there. Let's see if they can keep this up, try and narrow the deficit.
Schwartz for MTA. Inside out dribble, Rudman in the corner. Pumps, but decides better of it. Halpert, Rudman, jabs, pulls up from mid-range and gets it to fall. Second half, same result for Rudman.
Very nice shot right there from Rudman, showing he can get them to fall. That's his fourth perimeter shot. Although it was inside the three-point line, he's hit 2 from deep, 2 just on the line, showing he's really a threat from out there.
Weinstock, Gewartz. Ooh, good footwork there. Layup doesn't go. Josh Sachs gave it a good effort. It's going to stay with MIMO. Good hustle by Eitan Bessler, forcing MTA to hit the ball out of bounds. And it's going to be Weinstock to inbound. Spear on the triple, no good. Rudman up to Wolk. Wolk inside, nice crafty pass, no good on the layup. Wolk misses the follow-up. The rebound's going to be fought for. It's going to be a jump. Daniel Book missed the initial layup, then gets tied up for a jump ball, and it's going back to MIMO.
And MIMO continuing to fail to secure the defensive rebounds, allowing MTA a couple offensive putback opportunities. Fortunately for the MCATs, they weren't able to fall.
Gewartz rolls around the rim, and it'll count for 3.
And that will be a big momentum booster for these MCATs. Really needed something to fall for them. Things are looking a lot brighter as they narrow the lead to 5.
Schwartz spins, gives it up to Wolf, who travels with it. Second time he's been called for a walk. It's been an issue for MTA last night. Had over 5 travels called on them, something that they have to tighten up here down the stretch.
And this man defense, the pressure picking up by the MCATs, has forced some turnovers. That one may have been a walk. Got away with them right there with the MCATs. And a blocking foul now on MTA.
Eitan Bessler, a little shaken up after absorbing that contact. It's Weinstock. Bessler. Sachs with the left from the right-hand side. And this rim is giving Maimo the rolls right now.
A very nice dribble turnaround right there from Sachs. He's really been the focal point for them on the offensive end. Their leading scorer right now, by far. Look for them to continue working through him down low.
Rudman steps back, gives it up to Schwartz. Rudman drives left, pulls up. Off the back rim, Wolk on the rebound. Halpert, an open three. He walked before he took it. Shot was off back rim anyways, as Shmuel is going to check into the game for Halpert. So Halpert walks and now jogs to the bench. Halpert's such a good player, though. Offense really runs through him when he's on the court.
Absolutely. Great on the offensive end, but really he is known for his defensive intensity. Normally matched up with the best player on the other team. Unfortunately got caught for the travel. And the parents here for the MTA crowd wanted to travel right there on the MCATs.
My apologies, as Gewurz hits the floater. You were saying that.
They unfortunately didn't get the travel call. Led to Gewurz having a nice open floater right there, cutting the lead to just one.
Shmuel inside footwork. Leads back to three.
Very nice one dribble turnaround right there for Shmuel. Fun fact about him, he actually did not play competitive basketball the first 3 years of high school, not in JV or on the varsity level until this year. Really has come into his own as a nice force down low for MTA. A really big power for them.
It's Rudman now. Shmuel. Inside block there by Josh Sachs. And Gewurz looking to run the break. Gets bailed out. It's going to be a tough layup. Foul's going to be on Shmuel. It's going to be called on the ground.
Was going to say no need to foul there from Shmuel. Luckily the block is called on the ground. But Maimo has really picked up the intensity here in the second half. Whatever their coach said to them at halftime has really worked to their benefit here as they're unable to knock down the three to tie up the game.
Wolk with the board and bring it up the court. Book down low, twists and turns and gets the layup to fall. Gewurz pushing the pace, will slow it up. Cross, lefty layup is no good there by Spira, pardon me. And it's Rudman. Schwartz high arching, hits the sixth defender, should be a whistle. It is now. You don't often see a shot with a chance to go in hit that, but that's how high arching that shot is by A.B. Schwartz.
A.B. Schwartz with a very, very high arching shot. Almost a liability for them from the corner. It almost rules out any shot from the deep wing or corner for A.B. Schwartz. Look for him to look for a shot from the center of the court if he's going to take that three ball as the MCATs try and narrow the lead.
It's inside. Drorig up with it, no good. Schwartz on the board, and he'll look to push the pace. Wolk on the left side with the right scoop. Wolk, such an impressive finisher. Gewurz on the other end. No good. Blocking foul called.
The fans here in attendance did not like that blocking call. Thought it was a charge. I actually happen to agree with the ref there. He looked like he was set, but Gewurz did a good job of avoiding the charge, jumping to the side of the defender down there. Yosef Shmuel not happy with the call, pleading his case with the ref. Don't think they're going to change the call now, as we'll give you an advertisement from Charlie.
Did you know that there are no less than 57 up campers who compete in Sarachek each year, including Sarachek champions and Sarachek MVPs? As the second free throw falls. So Gewurz goes 2 for 2. Halpert's going to check back into the game. Halfway through the second, a 5-point game. MTA looking to extend that lead on this possession. Schwartz. Rudman. Gets a screen from Wolk. Halpert in the corner. Off the bench on the board. Give him 3.
And look at that net. Stuck right there. Great shot right there from Halpert. Not typically known for his offensive efficiency as Schwartz gets a steal.
Quick Euro step. Would have been an athletic finish. He'll get a couple chances at the free throw line. See on the replay here. The steal. And Schwartz running it back the other way.
A.B. Schwartz trying to increase the lead right now to 10. As on that last shot by Halpert, you can see his brother, R.A. Halpert, on the MTA bench, sitting second down from the coach. He's actually a player for the YU Max. Played for them in their incredible run this season. Has had a lot of success. Did not get a lot of minutes this season. Going to look to find his role next season for the Max. And Halpert, some big shoes to fill, looks to fill them as this year progresses and takes a charge right there. I just mentioned it. The defensive intensity from Halpert. Great job right there, getting set and taking the charge right to the chest. He seems to be a little shaken up. If it's going to help increase his team's chances to win, he is happy to do that all game long. A smile on his face right now as he sprints off to the MTA bench. Almost knocks over Donnie Book, who went to give him a little high five.
Big playing there by Halpert. Wears it on the defensive end, hitting shots on the offensive end. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. More third quarter action coming up next. Looks like we're going to keep it here, actually, for this timeout. This play already getting back to resume. And it's Halpert. Rudman, Wolk, dishes off to Halpert, thought about a triple. Wolk inside. Uses his body, goes up with the left, can't get it to fall. Rebound's gonna be off of the MTA Lions. It's going down Maimo's way.
Good straight-up defense right there from Weinstock. The MCats continuing to play their man zone, as unfortunately for them, trailing by 9 here in this game. Let's see if they can pick up the defensive intensity, get some stops as Weinstock with a nice cross-court pass right there.
The Wart's gonna try a 3, that's good. It's a 6-point game.
And that's a good way to get them back in this ball game. I said I wanted to see the MCats attacking more. That being said, Gewurz with the second 3-ball knocked down this game. Look for him to continue to get his shot going as this man defense by the MCats and that pressure on ball forces another turnover.
Maimo's got to score, they got to stop. They're looking for a score here to cut the game to 5 or 4. Might have been a travel there, nothing called. Also over there. It's a strong take, no good. Wolk's got the board, and he'll look to push. Wolk goes left, finds Halpert outside. He hit one earlier. That's wet from downtown. Kid doesn't like using the rim.
He does not like using the rim, nor does he like leaving the net down for the next possession. Back-to-back 3 balls. The net stuck up there on the rim. I mentioned it, not known for his shooting typically. Has drained back-to-back 3 balls for these MTA Lions. And the pressure almost forces a turnover there.
Gewurz. Now he's going to get called for a walk. He doesn't love the call. Nonetheless, it's going the other way. We'd like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video. MTA up 9. Rodman. Schwartz now. Crafty pass to Wolf, who rises, tries to use in the backboard, can't get the shot to fall. And Gawart's looking to take it the other way. Drury inside, double clutches and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Maybe a little bit of a bailout right there. That being said, a great take from Drury. I love the aggressiveness I've seen from him off the bench so far. Something we haven't seen much from these starters. Maybe a little bit too much settling from deep for these MCATs. Drury has really been a force down low. We've seen it from Josh Sachs earlier. Hasn't really gotten his shot much in this third quarter, but look for them to continue pushing the ball into the paint. When you're able to get the ball down low, that's when you get open looks from outside, maybe a drive and kick. That's what led to Gawartz's 2 open threes. Let's see if they can continue to get that going.
Drury goes 1 and 2, and he'll check out Abi Schwartz into the game for the MCATs. 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter. On this gorgeous Sunday here in the Heights. Semifinal hoops. Schwartz. He's going to reset. It's Rudman. Halpert. Oh, a nice find inside. And Book on the finish. Good feed there from number 22, Judah Emerson.
Incredible patience right there. The MTA Lions really stretching out this man-to-man defense of the MCATs. Forced a double team in the corner and a great look down low right there to Book.
6 seconds on the clock. Ball fought for. There's still 2 seconds left. There's going to be a shot up at the buzzer. It's way short. MTA sort of hurting their own cause, the fans, by chanting. It's a 10-point game, but we got the fourth quarter coming up next. Hello, welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. We've got an exciting one going right now. MTA leading Maimonides by a score of 44-34. And stay tuned after the game for the Clip post-game shows. We will interview the stars of the game. You're not going to want to miss that. You're definitely not going to want to miss this fourth quarter. Both teams competing hard in this Tier 3 semifinal.
Maimonides was able to get a little bit going towards the middle of that third quarter as they narrowed the lead to just 4. Gawartz with a couple threes of his own. Then MTA responded with a lot of force, pressuring the ball on offense, getting some transition points against this tight MCAT's man defense. They appear to be in that man still as MTA looks to get in their shot.
Book to Rudman. Halpert. That's going to be a deep triple. Off back rim, no good. Rebound by Sachs. Mine was going to take it the other way. Spira. Weinstock on the wing. He'll look to drive baseline. Kicks out. Gawartz triple. No good. Rebounded by the Lions.
Although Gawartz unable to get that one to fall, a very nice driving kick right there from Weinstock. We've seen that continuously. It's led to a few open 3 balls by Gawartz. Look for them to continue that driving kick action, trying to find some open shots and get them back into this ball game.
Halpert. It's Rudman now. Gets the ball poked away from him, and Maimonides looking to push the pace. Schwartz, crafty with the English on the offensive end. That's Avi Schwartz there for Maimo. Impressive finish.
Avi Schwartz checking into the game for the first time just a minute ago in this fourth quarter. A very nice little finger roll there right into the defense. Tried to draw some contact. Wasn't able to, but still able to narrow the deficit to just 8 as he has intense on-ball pressure right now on Halpert.
Shmuel on the wing. Cross court and Rudman with 5 on the shot clock. He'll pour a deep triple. No good, a little short. And Shmuel fights for the board and grabs it for the Lions. Halpert's going to slow down the game a little bit.
And a full shot clock reset right there for the MTA Lions. Offensive rebounds, something that the MCats really need to prevent as this game comes along. As Shmuel almost picks up another one, offensive rebounds have been key for MTA all game long. The MCats need to do a better job of boxing out, especially in this fourth quarter, as we just saw a full shot clock reset. 30 seconds of time added onto the clock for a full new possession is really your worst enemy, down 8. With just 5:52 left in the fourth.
Schwartz had an open look, passed it off. Spira picks up his dribble, dangerous cross-court pass. Sachs. Weinstock pulls a deep triple, no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be Sachs, and it's going to be an and 1.
A very nice putback right there from Sachs. He has been the focal point for them offensively all game long. Really taking the game into his own hands is the veteran Sachs, showing that he is not ready to go away just yet.
Did you know that over the last 10 plus years, Camp Step It Up has helped over 60 kids play NCAA college hoops?
I didn't know that.
Now you do. And the lead is 5. 5:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Halpert bringing up the ball. He leads all scorers with 16. Rudman. Schwartz. That's going to be a triple. No good. Hits off the 6th defender, and it's going down Maimo's way. They needed to stop, and they got one.
That would have been huge for the MCats right there. Trying to increase the lead to 8. Maimo with a lucky break. Now down just 5. Quick 5 points scored for them. Almost got caught with a travel right there on the offensive end. Not able to get the layup to fall.
Kessler misses the layup. MTA looking to push. Halpert grabs the fortuitous bounce and will reset now with Rudman. Schwartz. Halpert, who thought about a triple. He's hit a couple. Rudman inside to Shmuel. Outside to Halpert. Can't catch it cleanly. He'll take it and get fouled on the ground. Good strong take by Halpert. Possession will stay with the Lions.
Love the aggressiveness I've seen so far from Halpert on the offensive end. Has not been much of a force in the first 2 games of this Sarachek tournament. Really has strung it together, knocking down a couple triples, now trying to get it to the basket, getting a foul call, and another shot clock reset for them.
It's Wolk who checked into the game, is so good early on. Schwartz, Wolk, Shmuel. That's team hoops right there.
And that's when MTA is at their best. That's what Coach Ushy Sullivan told us before Thursday night's matchup, is that when MTA is executing, when they're all working together, they're really able to get to their spots, as we saw Shmuel with the easy finish right there. Great passing from Schwartz to Book all the way to Shmuel. Let's see if they can continue that ball movement to try and increase this lead and secure the ball game.
Sachs was no good on the other end. Rudman. Halpert. It's Wolf now on the post. He'll go up with the left and finish.
And the bigs for MTA have really been the stars of the show. throughout this entire game, whether it be Book, Wolk, or Shmuel. The Twin Towers, I should say the Triplet Towers down there, with the three big guys really doing a great job of forcing the issue for the MCATs, not settling for too many outside jumpers. I know I mentioned earlier Rudman and Halpert both able to knock down some shots from deep, but it's really been the force of their big men which has led to this 9-point lead here in the fourth with just 3:29 remaining on the clock.
Did you know that Step It Up had produced an NBA draft pick, Yam Madar, who got selected by the Boston Celtics? Yam has been with Step It Up since he was 12 years old and works privately with Yogev Verdugo for years. 9-point game to go. 9-point game here, 3:30 to go.
Here the camera zoomed in on Gabe Leifer and Ofek Reef talking with Coach Steinmetz of the YU Max, maybe discussing a game plan for next season, maybe discussing some of the audits or taxes that Gabe's doing out at PwC. He's been very busy this past couple weeks. He's told me it is tax season. That's what tends to happen when you're a practicing accountant.
Back to hoops. It's Bessler. It's outside. It's going to be a triple by the big. No good. Weinstock was a little strong. MTA looking to bring it back. Schwartz crossing the timeline. Now it's the timeout called by Sullivan. It was Rubman with the ball. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. 2:55 to go. 9-point game. Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. We got a good one on our hands right now. 2:55 to go. MTA up 48-39 on Maimo. A reminder to stay tuned after the game for the Clip post-game show. We're going to interview the stars of the game. So what's it going to be for Maimo here down the stretch trying to come back?
We just got word from our sideline reporter, Moshe Wolf. The Maimo coach was telling them they need to play harder defensively. On offense, they need to spread out and attack. The defense at this point should be a given as they're down 9 with 2:55 remaining. They cannot give up any more points to these MTA Lions. But that being said, if they're unable to put the ball in the hoop, there's no way they're going to be able to come out with the victory today.
Quick steal there. And Weinstock looking to push the pace. Schwartz. Had an open look. Pass it up. Shot there, no good. Rebound underneath by Sachs, no good on the finish. Foul on Maimo, and it's going the other way, and things are looking a little bleak down the stretch.
Sachs thought he got that one to fall as it rattled around the rim. Started running back on defense already. Was shocked to see it ended up falling out of the basket as they now put on the pressure. MTA easily able to break it.
Oh, and Wolk into Shmuel. Wolk so dynamic.
Very dynamic play from Wolk throughout the entire game. Really showing off the dribbling ability, showing off the passing ability. The big man able to break the press himself. Coast to coast, a nice dump off to Yosef Shmuel. These big men for the MTA Lions have really been key. But the truth is, it's been a team effort the entire way. With every guy on the squad right now having a great game as the MCAT's not able to knock that three down. Halpert here with the ball, knocked down a couple threes as he sends a great pass down to Shmuel, not able to get it to fall. But really for these MTA Lions, it's been a full team effort. Halpert has knocked down a couple threes, Rudman a couple threes, Yosef Shmuel and Wolk, the two bigs, as I pointed out, getting easy layups the entire way. And how can we forget A.B. Schwartz, the focal point of this offense, hasn't scored that many points in this tournament, but has really calmed down the ball, slowed it down for them throughout this entire tournament, and really helps them get into their sets. Leads to easy points.
Josh Sachs finishes that layup. It's a 9-point game. Halpert, Schwartz. Shmuel inside, pumps, finishes. Nice patient finish there by Shmuel. That's good there. Quick timeout by Maimo. I'd like to thank everyone behind the scenes helping out with the broadcast. Without them, this whole entire thing would not be possible. Producer Ari Shop, Director Kiva Poppers, Associate Director Poppers as well, so he's doubling down. Tech Director Alan Traurig, Tech Operations Ezra Emerson, Camera 1, Shmuel Gopin, Camera 2, 3, 4, Stone, Raychester, Spatonic, respectively. Stats, we got Shop again doubling down as well. Stats 2, we got Silver. Graphics, we got Nasser. The preview writer, Barownik. With the recap writer, Nina Yurovsky. I thank everyone for their help in making this production a possibility. Maimo in a press, 9-point game. Rudman looking to break it himself. Does, ball deflected out of play. Not deflected, pardon me. Pardon my pardon, it was deflected.
I think you were correct initially, but however, the MTA Lions bench, not happy with the call, pleaded their case, able to win over the other ref who changed the call for them. They'll maintain possession now with 1:15. Look for them to milk the clock the entire way down as the MCATs foul.
Foul's going to be on Gawartz. Rudman, the recipient. Wilkes got it. They'll just look to dribble it out. Rudman gets fouled. Next one's going to be a 1-on-1 for the Lions. It's MCATs subbing 3 players, presumably for fouling. Issues with the clock. Everything now reset. Ball inbounded to Rudman. He's fouled right away. Probably the last guy you want going to the line if you're Maimo. Not going to the line, pardon me. That's their 6th. Ball inbounded to Wolf. Had turned the corner. Coach Sullivan wants continuation.
No continuation there. Thankfully for the MCATs, there's no clear path fouls here in the Red Sarachek tournament, or else that one may have been a clear path. It would have been 2 free throws and the ball for MTA. Luckily for Wolk, he'll go to the line for 2, actually for a 1-on-1, trying to increase his lead to 11.
Hits the front end, so he'll get another one. Not going to want to miss their next basketball game. Tier 1 semifinals between the DRS Wildcats and SAR Sting. Should be an exciting one as Wolf gets the roll in the second. 11-point game with a minute to go. Maimo's going to need a miracle. Drury, Wolf on the steal. He'll get fouled again. Get a 1-on-1.
And now it's just a matter of time till this game is put to bed. The butter is hardening, the jello is jiggling. We are ready for this game to wrap up. An 11-point lead for MTA. Charlie's looking at me like I'm crazy, with that quote.
I just never heard the Jello is jiggling before.
Yeah, that's a line from the late Chick Hearn, old Lakers commentator, one of the best commentators in history, someone who's been a true inspiration for me in my commentating career. Not sure who your commentating idols are, someone who I truly look up to. And the Jello is in fact jiggling as the MCats put their bench in the game. And this game appears to be just about over as Avi Schwartz, unfortunately, coming up short right there. And
turned off.
Who other than Donnie Wolf to take the ball up the floor, dribble out this clock. Avi Schwartz and Halpert smiling at each other. This game is just about over.
So after the next 12 seconds, MTA will advance to the Tier 3 championship. Looking to make it 3 straight championships here at Sarachek. Clock runs out. Game over. MTA wins by a score of 54-43. A well-played, hard-fought matchup. We're going to go to actually a quick commercial break, but we got the clipped post-game show coming up next. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center, where MTA has just defeated Maimonides by a score of 54-43. This is the Clipped post-game show. Clipped, proud sponsor of 2021 MLB draft pick, Ellie Kligman. Show who you are, no compromising. Let's head it down to our sideline reporter, Big Moses, standing by with what looks like a majority of the MTA team.
Thank you very much, CV. I'm here with the entire MTA roster, so you guys just let us know how you guys are feeling. Obviously, it's a big win. You guys have the Tier 3 championship tomorrow against Hafter. Take it away.
Very excited and pumped. We played a great game. Team effort. AV. God, where's he right? All about effort and defense.
All right, how are you guys looking to prepare for tomorrow's game? What are you guys thinking?
No class, just sleep, go on, and it's all about effort and defense. That's what it comes down to.
Lots to go on. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Jakob Tabachnik.
Couple shout outs.
I have a couple shots. First of all, my grandmother from Muncie, I love you. My grandfather from Dallas, you're the best. My aunt Michal for watching every game. My uncle Jeff, and yeah, my mother from home, I love you.
All right, great playing, guys. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lions.
Let's go Lions!
Thank you, Moshe. Thank you to the Lions. Once again, MTA comes out on top by a score of 54-43. For Asher Dower, I'm Charlie Bentime, thanking you for tuning in. Next SAR DRS, you're not going to want to miss that. But goodbye for us and have a good day.